bears. We are nurturing you, but we're not here to feed you, to spoon feed you like I would, or wipe the bums of my kids after they go potty, right? You have to take ownership. You can't be throwing out these excuses of, oh, well, I can't stand his voice. If you can't stand the guy's voice on audio, pick up the dang book and read it yourself. Get it done. Like, those are excuses, you guys, and we're adults here, and it's kind of silly to be an adult throwing out excuses of, well, I'm not making any income. I'm not signing any coaches. Nobody wants to sign with me. I'm not growing as fast as that person, or I can't seem to, get any conversations going. And I ask, what are you doing for PD? And you just sit there and say, I'm not doing PD. Those are excuses. And I know this is kind of tough love, but to me, tough love is real talk. And if I didn't care about you guys, I wouldn't be getting tough. I don't like calling it tough love. I like calling it like real talk or something, because I'm not going to sit here and paint a pretty picture for you saying, oh, you will be a diamond tomorrow if you do your 3 vital behaviors. No, you're going to have struggles. You're going to have hard times. I'm here to help you guys prepare for the worst, right? Like, I want you guys ready for those hard days so you can overcome them. And it's not always easy to hear what you need to hear. So that's why we're having a gut check talk today. So that's, the fifth one is self-discipline, which rolls into excuses. And number 6 is PD. So your excuses roll into PD. You need to have a personal development going that's going to help you overcome your excuses, help you grow, help you believe in your business, help you be more consistent. And it needs to speak to your struggle. Don't just pick up, the Energy Bus or the Go Giver because someone recommended it to you. Yeah, those are great books, but you want to make sure you're reading something that you're struggling with, so you can grow faster and it can help you. And I really have a hard time with people saying they can't get into PD because there's so much out there. It's not just business related. You can read, more faith-based books. You can read more fun, lighthearted books like, what is that book? There's Girl Boss. There's, oh my goodness. John C. Maxwell has great business books. Sarah Rockin' Robbins has good, what do you call it? MLM books for network marketing. I think it's Fearless and Fabulous. I think that's a kind of more lighthearted, fun one. But yeah, you got to find what you like. And there's Eric Worre who has GoPro and The Slide Edge and Compound Effect. I mean, there's so many books out there. Get into it, right? Like, eat your vegetables, child. They're good for you. Read your PD. It's good for you. So it's kind of the same thing. You have to just buck up and do it and trust the process. I would bet my life that Jackie and I can assure you that our business is a reflection of our PD, or how much PD we're actually doing. If we're doing a little bit, we might be kind of rocky. If we're doing a lot, we're probably soaring. Maybe not our business per se, but our minds, and we're pumped up and we're jacked up and we're burning with passion again. So we're going to push harder and be more excited, and then we're going to get more results. It's not going to be overnight. It's going to be a process. That's why it's important to stay on top of it. And it's going to be there because we're plugging in even when we don't want to. Okay, so find a daily devotional if you're into that. Start with that and just do something. There's audio, do it in your car. I listen to it a lot when I'm doing the dishes or chores around the house, just because, I got kids and I'm always on the move. And reading is my least favorite because I don't really have the time. I am in a group where I have to read an actual book. And I actually like reading just because I like to highlight a lot and circle things. And I can go back months later and go back to my notes and stuff and kind of see, I have little codes for things that I write. I maybe read a paragraph and it's a good inspiration for a call to action. So I'll write CTA next to it. So then I scan through my book and I look for a CTA and I'm like, oh, okay, here was an idea I had. What was this? And it will spark the idea again. And I circle page numbers at the top if it's a really good page. So if I'm scanning through my book like this, I stop at the circles. And if it's squared, it's an amazing page. And I just have little things like that just, I look back at these things. I create trainings from them. I create team calls. I create posts, call to action posts, inspirational posts. I use them into my business. So it helps me get my, social media posts in. It helps me pump up myself and my team. So you're double dipping all these things if you stay consistent. So everything worthwhile, you guys, is going to be difficult. So don't let the excuses sink in or the struggles sink in. If it's a struggle with a spouse, you have to just sit down with them and talk and be like, you know what, this is important to me. I have, share your why, share your vision, and ask them for your help and be like, I'm going to schedule this amount of time. And then when that time is up, it's our time. Or ask them, to help you maybe work your business, or just explain to them. A lot of times spouses want to see results first. They want to see the money before they're like, oh yeah, this is great, keep going. But that takes time. It's not a get rich quick scam, right? It's not a fraud. So you have to actually work, and they need to understand that. So just talk to them. If you have a newborn, or a couple kids like I do, you have to just schedule your time in, and you have to be serious about it and make that time. So you need your call to actions. I want you guys to do. It's going to take you some time to do this. So this is like your homework for the day, and then post it into your guys' team page, and you guys can just start, helping each other out and commenting on each other's stuff and encouraging each other. I think it's really important to know where you guys are struggling and where you're falling short. A lot of times when I ask my coaches these things, I'm surprised by the answer. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you were struggling with that. And then I can help them. So be open and honest, and don't be afraid of judgment. If you suck at something and you would give yourself a 0, be honest about it. We can't help you unless we know where you're at. Okay, so the call to action for you, I already said number 1 is your why. If you already have your why, great, share it. Share a video this time instead of, typing it all out. I would say if it's more than a few paragraphs, make a video just for everyone else's sake, right? Like step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Go make a YouTube account if you don't have one yet. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just the fact that you do it and get it done is a huge accomplishment, you guys. So yeah, craft your why, brain dump if you don't have it. It needs to be strong enough. Number 2 is your vision. What's your goal? Where are you going? Where is your train or your bus going? And when is it going to get there? If you don't know that, people aren't going to join your team. They're not going to want to jump on a bus that might drive off a cliff, right? Like if you quit your business or you stop showing up to your business, your bus pretty much just drove off a cliff and crashed and burned. And people don't want to join a coach like that. They want to join a coach. It's like, I'm going here and I'm going to help you get there too. So make sure you know your vision. Number 3, ask yourself, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in the business? And if not, do some more research. Research Shakeology. Research our performance line. Find out what is so amazing about it. Okay, educate yourself. 4, are you really consistent? How consistent are you with your business? Your BAT, the business activity tracker I showed you. Are you scheduling in your power hours? Are you chunking it up, through parts out of the day? Are you making it work? Number 5, your excuses. This is the big one I really want you to focus on. What excuses do you find yourself telling yourself in your head, or telling your upline coach, or telling your success partner? What is it that you're saying over and over again? Okay, whether it's fear, whether it's family, finances, time, stress. What are your excuses? Okay, get real there, guys. Do a gut check. Really think about it on a day-to-day. What are you telling yourself? Is it positive voices up here, or are they negative voices? Number 6, PD. What are you reading for PD, and what are your next 3 books you're going to be reading? If you don't know, ask. Ask your upline. Ask in the team page. Ask in the Smash page. Ask for recommendations. I'm struggling with A, B, C, and D. What book would you recommend? Okay, it needs to be personal. And also a bonus, number 7, I think, was that 6 or 7? Do you have a success partner? If you don't, why not? Let's get you one. I don't think it's ever too early to have one. It's just someone you check in with on a day-to-day basis with these things I just went over. You know their why, you know their vision, and you help them stay consistent and help them get through these hard times. You vent to them, you mastermind things. It's just a little daily check-in. If you have a success partner and you've fallen off track, go date some new ones, or message them and be like, hey, let's get this going again. We got goals to reach, guys. Okay, so if you guys can really, push yourself really hard this month and, reach diamond by the end of the month, you're going to reap amazing benefits from the volume that's going to be pouring in. So make that a goal. If that diamond's not your goal, that's fine. Just share what your goal is. We're here to help you reach what your goal is. But don't say diamond just because it sounds cool or because you think you want it someday. You really need to have the heart and the passion, because the next few weeks are going to be hustle. This business isn't a hustle every single day, all day long. This business has seasons of hustle, and then kind of seasons where you can kind of chill out, still work your business, still be consistent, but you don't have to push as hard. So I'm considering this a hustle. So hopefully this will help you get through your excuses and your struggles to get you hustling in your business. But it's all about support, you guys. Don't feel like you need to shut down or be shy because you have a struggle in your life, or you have, a lot of times our business is a reflection of our personal life. So if you're fighting with a spouse, in-laws, parents, neighbors, siblings, any type of personal relationship issue, sometimes it shows in the business. All you need is a little bit of TLC, a little bit of love, right? Just someone to talk to. So reach out. Don't let these struggles conquer you. So now I'm going to open up the chat and just kind of see. Okay, so Sarah says, juggling my home, life, kids, housekeeping, making the time for power hours. Okay, so for you, it's just going to be scheduling that in. I feel your pain. I schedule in my power hours. I try to do it more before noon or nap time. And then if I happen to not get them done or get a good one in, I still have the second half of the day to make it happen. Like, no excuse. I have to get it in. Like, I will stay up till midnight if I have to. Once they go to bed, I will get it done. So I kind of look at my day as in 2 chunks. I aim for the stars the first part of the day, and if I get it done, great. I still have a bonus power hour the second part of the day. It's just about having self-discipline like we talked about. You have to just buck up and try to get it in there when you can, little by little if you have to, until you have more time. But yeah, schedule, okay? I struggle with feeling like no one really cares about my story and overall self-worth. I'm doing tons of personal development and it's helping, but I know this insecurity and perfection. Okay. Limited support at my business at home. They don't see anything but money and wonder why. No, that was good, Alyssa. So that's a lot of where I was back in the day of, not having a lot of self-worth, being really insecure, being very, I never posted selfies ever. The first couple of times I posted them, I was so critical of myself. I was so embarrassed. I was like, people are going to laugh at me. This is so stupid. Like, why am I doing this? All those negative thoughts, all those excuses. I still did it anyway. But how long have you been a coach? If you don't mind me asking. You can unmute yourself too. I can't hear though. Can anybody else hear her? Is it just me?
So, Natty, I can answer for you. Alyssa has been a coach for like a little over 2 months.
Oh my gosh. So she's brand new.
She's brand new, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Girl, every coach goes through this then. That's where I was at the beginning. It's just a process you have to work through. I really think a fun PD book would be great for you. The Confidence Code, I haven't actually read that yet. It's on my Audible, but I hear it's really good. It's kind of spoken at women directly. What is that one by Cara? I think her name is Cara. Is it Fearless and I want to say it's Fearless and Fabulous. That one is kind of fun. It's light, but it kind of gives you a little bit of girl power. Same as Girl Code. But honestly, failing forward for me really opened my eyes. Like, I need to fail. I need to struggle to succeed. Like, failure is a stepping stones to success. And if I want to get successful, I got to start failing. I got to start falling flat on my face. I got to start being uncomfortable to get there. And that's all it is successful coaches fail more. They fail more often. They're not afraid to fail and they go after it. So that would be my tip, is just embrace. You're a new coach. Hold on a second. Where did your thing go? I just lost it. Where did you say? Overall self-worth. So the one that helped me with self-worth probably the most would be Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. I did listen to it on audio. Yeah, it's kind of a weird voice, but I just powered through it. For some reason, it just kind of lit my fire in a way. And I think I was just sick and tired of not hitting my goals, sick and tired of being stuck, So I just said, damn it anyway, I'm doing this. I'm going to try something I've never done before, see where it goes. And I just did it. So you're so new. There's a lot going on in your world right now with trainings and understanding everything. Cut yourself a break, relax, and just kind of follow your upline coach. Mimic what she does, even if it's the same pose of a picture she does and kind of the same text idea, copy. Success leaves clues. Don't stress yourself out. You are worthy. I don't know if you're a Christian or not. If you are, I would really suggest some John C. Maxwell. He does great books of incorporating, self-belief with, God and your purpose and stuff. There's a bunch of books even just on purpose and everything like that. And like I said, you're so new. So if you were that's why I asked, because if you were a little bit older of a coach, I'd be a little bit more concerned, but this is kind of normal. And we all kind of have to fight through that to find our inner strength. And it's a battle you're going to have to fight yourself. And the sooner you win it, the better, because I struggled with that for far too long and it held me back. So more power to you, girl. Keep plugging in to the calls like this. Good job for being on. Keep reading your personal development. You say you're doing a lot. And yeah, just reach out when you feel you need help. But insecurity, I'm insecure talking to you guys right now. I'm insecure, seeing my face on the camera. I'm insecure posting on Facebook still. It's something I'm still going to have to battle with, but I do it anyway, right? It's uncomfortable, but if I don't get uncomfortable, I'm not going to reach new heights. So just take your time. Don't stress too much about it. You are super new. My biggest struggle is my mindset. You don't believe in yourself, but I do believe in Why don't you believe in yourself? Like, what do you not believe in yourself? You don't believe you can talk to people on Facebook and grow a business, or you don't believe, like, what are you not believing in? Your ability? Is Bethany still on here?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. I was in the chat, so I had to get out. I guess I've been a stay-at-home mom for over 10 years and I haven't worked outside the home. So that's what I've done and I love it. But financially we needed something more. So I started coaching. So I guess it's the changeover from being all mom and all about the kids to now incorporating this other job and another side of me that I haven't really explored at all.
So would you say it's more of like an insecurity?
Oh, yeah.
And a belief issue? Okay. So what scares you the most, I guess? Like putting yourself out there on Facebook, being successful, failing?
I have always struggled with fear of failure, but I think I might even have a fear of success apart from my home life, because that's been where all of my effort and everything I've done.
So are you thinking like your business is going to make you fail at home in order to be successful in your business? Is that what you're trying to say? Like you don't want to...
Yeah, I guess it's some in the balance of it all,
Okay.
Not diminishing my life as a mom. I have 5 kids, 10 and under. So, and I also homeschool them. So they're all the time and that's my priority. So,
yeah.
The time part and balancing it.
That's the beauty of this business is priorities. Like if I want to go on a beach vacation with my family, I'm going to work my tush off to pay for it. But when I get there, I'm with my family because I'm the boss, right? My business might suffer a little bit if I don't check in, like at least, my messages or something, but that's all on me. So that's really important to know your priorities. Like I said, your why and your vision. Maybe you don't want to be an elite 5-star coach. Maybe that's, maybe you're happy with diamond, or maybe you need the income at elite level. I like to know people's financial goals because then I can kind of pair them up with the range of rank. Because just because you're diamond, you're not bound to make, X amount of money. It all depends on your team. So people might be, okay, once I hit diamond, I'm going to be making, 6 figures. Oh, no. Some coaches make, 200 to I think 500 or 600 a week at diamond. That's a big difference, 200 to 600 a week, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure you could probably make a lot more at diamond if you had a crazy amount of volume coming in, but that's just kind of like ballpark, I guess. Like it can bounce. And so I like to know income and then I can help them, gauge their goals that way. But how long have you been a coach?
I signed up the end of March.
Into March. So you're still, in my book, you're still pretty new. Are you a hobby coach or a business builder, would you say?
I think this month is turning more into business builder.
Okay.
But at the same time, I still have to balance that time issue, Oh,
yeah.
I'm trying. I've signed several coaches, the discount coaches, this last couple weeks. So
awesome. Well, that's a huge success. Congratulations. You know, saying you don't believe in yourself when you got discount coaches below you. That's awesome. That's hard to do. You know,
appreciate it.
You want to say, that's another thing I want to talk about is part of the 4 vital behaviors is celebrating you guys' success. Celebrating success and recognition just doesn't mean once you hit emerald, diamond, star diamond. It's that every single little daily wins. Like, I got my invites out today. Post that in your team page. I talked to a person today. Whatever you accomplished that pushed you forward in your business, post it, because we don't know you did it unless you post about it. I tell my coaches all the time, post when you get a success club, post when you sell a challenge pack, when you change a life, when, you know, all these different things. And a lot of them don't do it, but I like, you know, I stalk you guys. I can see your guys' downline because Jackie's my downline. So I stalk you guys on Facebook. I stalk you guys in the back office. I see kind of what you guys are doing. And I personally should be better at, you know, I reach out to people usually and message them and say, hey, I love that post, or I'll comment on it. I love this post, or I say, good job. That was awesome. Way to be brave. But I should do it more publicly, because I think public recognition is a little bit more special. They feel, you know, everyone likes public recognition, right? So that's something I can do, but I don't know what people are really doing behind the scenes unless they share. So that's why I like people sharing all their wins, because those little wins are what's going to build up to your big successes over time. And that's what we need to be encouraging, is the little things that I got my power hour done. Woo! You know, like, it should be exciting, because that's hard to do, right? Mama fight, like, whoa, that's hard to do. So you probably don't even have time to breathe, let alone work a business most days. So your thing is going to be, let's see here, you said belief in yourself. I still would say failing forward, because I feel like you don't want to succeed too much to take away from your, you know, but you need, because these books apply more than just to business. It applies to your life. That's what I like about it. So have you read Compound Effect?
No.
Okay. Compound Effect for sure. I don't know, Jackie, what do you think? Failing forward, maybe not quite yet. You need a confidence one, I think. Balance of work at home. So maybe eat that
frog is a really good one. Yeah. I was just looking at my PD list or whatever that
I know. There's so many, I can't even keep them straight.
So
but
many.
It's good to know, and we'll think about it and also get back to you. We don't want to overwhelm you with like 7 books to read or anything. But the biggest thing is just scheduling. So you can do 10 minutes in the morning, literally 10 minutes, and then maybe 10 minutes while your kids are doing their homework or something, like when they don't need to be instructed. Or I mean, look at do you have this guy, the business activity tracker?
Yeah.
Have you used it? Okay. So each task on there, obviously workout's going to take longer than 10 minutes, but each one of those, give yourself 10 minutes on each one of those and just check them off. Like, keep this near you throughout the day and just check it off and just do the minimum, 2 new contacts, 2 new invites. Because if you just do the minimum over time, that's better than doing 5 one day, 0 the next day, 0 the next day, 2 the next day. Just stay consistent. 2 people. Stay on that. And then if you're finding yourself more time, then do more. But get that 2 done. And then don't stress yourself out. Just get those done and then throw a party for yourself. Text Jackie or comment in the team page, I got it done, and just celebrate those wins. And so don't feel like you have to sit down for a full hour and get all this done, because that's really overwhelming. I don't even do that. I can't do that. I understand. So yeah, just start with that, right? Start small.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bethany, too, you're in a season in your life when it's probably chaotic. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I know for me, things have totally changed from I only have 1 child, but things have changed to where, when Nora was an infant, I could do things more during the day because she would sleep more, or, they have kind of a chaotic schedule when they're infants, but they sleep a lot more. Now she needs my constant attention. So I wake up at 5 a.m., you know what I mean? And I do my workout, I do my PD, I get in, 45 minutes of work in the morning. And I know that maybe I'm not going to have to wake up at 5 a.m. forever, but right now that's what I have to do.
Right.
And if something comes up, maybe she's sick or maybe something's going on and, you know, she's with me at 5 a.m. and she's not sleeping, then maybe I can stay up, you know, and I can work from 9 to 10 p.m. or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like Natanya said, like finding those little pockets of time, but actually like being intentional about it too. You know what I mean? Because you can't just like hope for it to happen, especially when you have 5 kids under 10 or whatever you said. Like you have to be intentional about it. Okay, yeah. I'm going to, you know, every day this week, my kids start school or we have breakfast at, you know, 7. So I'm going to wake up at 5 and do my workout, and I'm going to do my invites, or like just pick a few things that you can do in that window of time. Then it's like, then you feel really accomplished because you're like, oh my gosh, like I got my checklist of stuff and I've got almost half of it checked off in the first like 2 hours of my day. And then I can
going to give you motivation
and not be thinking about, yeah. So for me, it's like, I don't want to be like with Nora all day and thinking about like, oh my gosh, I got so much to do for my business. You know what I mean? So you can get more accomplished before they're there. And then, you know, those little extra things maybe you can do when they're napping, or you can do when, you know, after bedtime or something like that. So that's what works for me. And it's always been a little, like, it's always different in whatever season of life you're in. But I know that's what's worked really well for me.
You just have to be
now.
Yeah, you got to be honest with yourself too, and not say, oh, I'm going to do a power hour in the morning, and I'm going to do one at noon, and I'm going to do one at 3, when your day probably doesn't even allow you to do that. I know people that schedule things in, and it's like their dream. I'm like, where are you going to get the time? Like, you just told me you work full time, and you know, and so be real with yourself. Be, like she said, be intentional. You know your schedule better than anybody else, but I also want you to think about your why. That little baby you're holding right now, right? Why are you doing this? So when you think of, do I want to get these invites out or do I not, that why should make you cry, right? To make you want to do it. So just go slow and steady wins the race. You know, it depends on your goals too. Like, if you're pushing for diamond by the end of this month, we have to come up with a different strategy for you. If you're just trying to grow your business and get it going off the ground, just, and I think it's important to kind of go slow at first and figure out a schedule that works for you. When you get that down, then you can hustle it and improve your numbers and stuff like that later. But it's the scheduling. You can tell in the chat right here, everybody is scheduling. So you just have to be real with yourself, be honest, and be serious. Take ownership of your business and know that you're worth it. Know that your 5 kids are worth it, and you deserve happiness and the finances and provide for them as well. So like the homework I gave you, it all kind of just trickles in together. It's all important in its own different way. So sit down with I don't know if you have a planner or how you keep life afloat over there, but sit down and be real. Okay, I'll do literally set a timer on your phone. And you can also work from your phone, so you don't have to be tied down to your desk, or if you don't have a laptop, into your office or whatever. Be a mobile office. Be where your kids are. If you nurse or if you're feed and then get 2 invites out. Like find ways to get it done. Or while dinner's cooking and you have 5 extra minutes to breathe, or you're in the bathroom, get it done really quick. It's just super easy. It's all about priorities, and make that appointment with yourself. And like she said, just check off every little one as you get it done. And that's going to make you feel so, so good. And you're going to see the benefits of that within just a few weeks. Okay. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, just got to find your groove, right?
Right. Thanks.
Yeah. So when you're reading Fearless and Fabulous, it's a fun book. A nice light read. What else? Oh, okay. So Sarah wants to connect with you on Facebook. Yeah, she's a stay-at-home mom, homeschool as well. You guys might be good success partners. Why don't you guys date each other, which I call it, talk about your goals, your whys, your vision. And for me, the best way to get a success partner is to match the speed. Not necessarily the goal or how buddy-buddy you can be. It's great to make new friends in this business. I'm not saying you can't be friends, but success partners, you need to have the same speed. So if, one of you is pushing for diamond in, 2 weeks and the other is just like a hobby coach, you guys aren't going to be a good match. You're not going to be good success partners. And you kind of want to have different strengths and weaknesses so you guys balance each other out. if one of you struggles with posting on Facebook and the other struggles with PD, you're going to help each other, hold each other accountable to get better at those things. So that's why you want to date people, just chat with them, get to know them, what they want to do with their business and how fast they want to go. So you guys should start your dating right now on Facebook, see how it goes. Because I know Sarah I don't know if you have a partner or not, Bethany, but Sarah needs one. We'll find you one, Sarah. Don't worry. I don't know if you're still on here or not. Yeah, you are. So anybody else have any struggles that we could, since you're on here, want some one-on-one time? Any questions, I guess, we could open up in general? Oh, wait, did I skip Aaron? I struggle with thinking that no one cares when I post something I think is awesome and get no response, or I set up free groups and get no engagement. Plus the comparison game gets in my head. Okay, so comparison game, yeah. See, I think I did that. I didn't do it for the longest time because I didn't understand rank. I literally did not understand rank or how to get there or whatever. I was just building my business how I knew how to do it. And once I started figuring it out, then I got kind of like, okay, she has more kids than me. She works a full-time job and she's, an elite star diamond coach. And she's just popping stars left and right. Every time I open Facebook, she's got a rank advancement. I'm just like, how the heck? So why not you, Erin? That's my question. Why not you? Why can't you be successful? I think it's because, I'll answer for you, you're in your own way, right? You are standing in your own path to success. And that's exactly what you're saying here is you're letting the fear sink in. And the only thing about engagement for me is how often are you really posting on Facebook and are you adding new friends daily? If you're adding new friends daily, 3 to 5, and you're posting consistently for your engagement to be up, then there's no rhyme or reason why you shouldn't be getting a little bit of engagement. So I would evaluate yourself, gut check, be real. You don't have to share.
You want this?
All right, let's put some clothes on.
She said put clothes on.
Sorry, I'm outside working.
And just be honest, you are your own worst critic. So look in the mirror and be like, that's who I'm in competition with. I can't get you to rank advance. The person you're comparing yourself to can't get you to rank advance. The only person that can get you to rank advance is you. And the only way you're going to get there is if you sacrifice time, sacrifice activities to build your business, actually do what we just talked about on here, and get out of your own way. So
I was going to say too, Erin, I used to be the queen of like, what is everybody else doing? Like, and getting frustrated with myself because, they've rank advanced or they've done this and that, and I still haven't done it or whatever. And what I had to do was, it was setting me up for like more failure. Because it was getting in my head and it was making me fearful and like, am I good enough or can I really do this? And like all of these negative thoughts would start creeping in when I would just be, scoping what everybody else was doing. And so I just had to, like, I don't look at what other coaches are doing anymore, ever. I don't scroll social media, only just to, every once in a while to engage with some of my, challengers and new people and stuff like that. But I don't follow any top coaches. I don't look at what they're doing on social media because like it just lets that insecurity get into your mind. And my business is, ever since I stopped doing that and I started just focusing, put those blinders on and focus on what I'm doing and what my team is doing, I've been so much more successful. So stop looking around and start looking forward at what you're doing, because I've been there, done that. You don't want to, it causes you more pain. It causes you more frustration to compare yourself. And it's that way in any area of life, not just, your business or whatever, but, and even it's
like focusing on the negativity is just going to bring more negativity back.
Yeah. And even like, say you don't get engagement on a post or nobody wants to join your group that you made an event for or whatever. I mean, that happened, honestly, like I was in the
still happens to me.
It still happens to me all the time where a post, I get like 1 like on it or no like, you know what I mean?
That was a really good one and I got no post, and you post a goofy one and it like blows up. You're just like,
I mean, it happens to everybody. It happens to me. It happens to Natanya. It happens to other top coaches. It happens to everybody. Like sometimes whatever message you're sending, like it just doesn't read through to people, or, you know, it's just an opportunity for you to be like, okay, what can I do better here? How can I change this up? Like last month, I didn't have anybody join my challenge group. Like I was so frustrated. Like I had a set date for it. I was ready to go. And I followed up with everybody. I made an event. I had like posts, you know, made a few posts on Facebook throughout the course of a couple weeks. Didn't get anyone to commit. And it was just an opportunity for me to go, okay, what can I do better? Like, what did I do wrong? Like, I totally failed at that this month, but why? And what can I, you know, how can I rearrange things or make better promotions or do my marketing better or reach out to more people personally? Like, it's just a matter of like tweaking what you're doing, and it's okay. Like, that's what Natanya was saying. Like, people that are successful, they fail more than anybody else. And it's a rewiring of your brain and not going, okay, I totally failed and I suck and I should just quit. It's us going, okay, I failed this time, but again, I can figure this out. Like there's another way to do it and I know I can do it. So it's just kind of thinking about it in a different way.
And it's like all about, you know, Facebook is so weird sometimes with the algorithm, and the time of day you post probably matters and your audience probably matters. So if you're not adding to them, to your audience, then you're not going to get more eyeballs to grow a post, right? So, yeah, keep trying different ways you talk and different, like the ones that do blow up or that do actually get, say, more than 5 or 10 likes, write them down and just kind of see the style of them. You know, what are they about? How are they worded? You know, more personal posts? Are they more vulnerable and real? Or are they like, hey, fitness is awesome, join my group? And that's the other thing is, you know, make every post like a call to action at the end of just ask people to engage with you, right? Ask people to do something. It doesn't have to be like this post or comment below. You just ask a question. And that's a call to action, you know, it's getting them to do something. So the number one way to boost your engagement is ask questions. And I know we talked about this a lot, you know, on our team calls and stuff, is just different ways to ask questions or how to make a post and then ask a question. Maybe start asking the questions at the beginning in case people aren't reading all the way through. They're still going to see the question at the top, you know, be like, hey, you know, what's your favorite kind of ice cream? And then post, you know, a recipe about a healthy, clean eating ice cream. You know, like Jackie has one that's made like bananas, I think, you know, something like that. So it adds value. It gives them something, but it also asks them a question. So silly things like that are probably ones that are going to blow up versus, you know, a more serious one or something. But you just kind of have to find, you know, what your audience likes. It's trial and error. That's all it is. I'm still erring a lot myself, but I think we answered everything. Where did your question go? Oh, there it is. Free groups and get no engagement. Okay, so are you growing your page daily? Yeah, new friends. Are you reaching out to them, like starting conversation? Okay, so just keep doing that. And, you know, your free groups, are you actually running them even if you only have one person like in there? Like, how are they going like within there? Hold on. I didn't know there's messages down here. Are you typing? Looks like she's typing.
Okay, sorry. My computer's being like so super stupid right now.
Okay.
So if it wasn't for Dan, I don't think I would get any engagement on my free groups. I basically run them for him.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm still posting in there. I'm still getting, you know, like maybe 1 or 2 people liking something. But like yesterday, my thing was, it was an alphabet workout. They had a list of activities for each letter, and they had to spell out their name and write out what their workout was going to be. I'm like, hey, comment below with what your workout would be. And I got nothing.
How many people are in there?
About 10.
Okay, so I have about 60 people in my detox one right now. It's still growing, which people are still trying to jump in, even though we're like on day 2 or 3. And maybe like 5 people, 10 people max post consistently. So it's a numbers game. Just like, you know, 1 in 10 people are going to sign up to coach. 1 in those 10 are going to be a business builder. 1 in those 10 are going to be a diamond. 1 in those 10 are going to be elite. So it's like 1 in 100 are going to be elite coach in your team, you know? So it's numbers. So if you have, like my coconut oil one had hundreds of people in it, and maybe 20 people were actually liking things, and like 10 people were commenting. Okay. Yeah. So it's numbers. So 10 people, yeah, you're only going to get maybe 0 to 1. So don't let that get to you. Just keep, maybe boost it as an ad, get more eyeballs on it, keep growing your page then out there. And it comes down to numbers game. So don't let those numbers be a reflection of your success or what you think is your self-worth, I guess. Keep going. You'll get it. Always kind of a slow start, you know, to those things. It's just consistency. Keep it up. All right, guys. Yeah.
All right, guys, we are going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, Nat, for talking to us about, you know, daily struggles. I know we all go through kind of the same types of things. A lot of us are moms. And so it's just good to hear from somebody who can like relate. So,
you know, ups and downs. So hopefully everyone does their homework and posts in your guys' team page, and you guys can help each other out a little bit.
Yes, I'm really excited about that. So if you, whichever team page you're on, post your why video, post your vision, like share with us, because it's good for us to help, you know, just get to know each other better, understand where we're coming from so that we can really support and help each other. And that's what our community is all about. So make sure to post your video, or, you know, if you don't want to do a video, I highly suggest you do a video, but if you don't,
at least post something.
Share your story, share why you're here with us, because we want to know this kind of stuff. So don't feel shy about it or anything. So thank you guys for hopping on, and I am going to try and post the recording. Hopefully it works, because I got kicked off earlier, but fingers crossed. So hope you guys have a good day, and we will talk again soon. Bye.
Bye.